Ever feel like your to-do list lives in two places at once? You jot down tasks in Outlook, but then you're also trying to keep track of them in Microsoft To Do. The result? Missed deadlines, duplicated work, and that nagging feeling you're always forgetting something. Over the last few years, I've helped millions of people improve how they work with Microsoft 365. One of the biggest time savers I recommend is setting up your Microsoft tools to work seamlessly together. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to sync Outlook tasks with Microsoft To Do so you can manage everything in one place without the chaos. And by the way, if Outlook is part of your daily workflow, check out my Microsoft 365 Productivity Masterclass. It's full of practical tips to make Outlook and To Do work hand in hand so you save time and stay on top of your day. The link is below. Now back to Outlook and To Do. First of all, make sure you're signed into both tools with the same Microsoft 365 account. This is what allows the two apps to talk to each other. Regardless if you are using a personal or a business account, the sync works as long as you are signed in with the same account in both tools. Next, on your desktop, open Microsoft, both Outlook and To Do. If you don't already have To Do, you can download it for free from the Microsoft Store. And then, as said, log in with your Microsoft 365 account. If it's your first time logging into To Do, give it a few minutes to get set up and synced. Once that's done, there are two options. Either you'll see a bunch of tasks already in To Do, or you'll see nothing. If you see tasks in To Do, that's because you've already created them in Outlook, Planner, OneNote, or even Loop. That's the real magic of Microsoft 365. Most of these tools sync perfectly in the background without you lifting a finger. If you don't see a task, that just means you haven't created one yet. So let's do that via Outlook. In Outlook, there are two main ways to create tasks. First, you can flag an email. Just right-click on the message and select Follow Up to flag it. Or simply click the little flag icon that appears on the right side of the mail. Once flagged, you can set a reminder or deadline, and the item will immediately show up in your to-do bar in the bottom right corner of Outlook. Alternatively, you can create a task directly. In the to-do bar, look for the text box at the bottom. Type in the name of your task, press enter, and it will appear right away. From there, right-click on the task to add more details like due date, priority, or notes. And by the way, if you don't see the to-do bar in the bottom right, just go to the Outlook ribbon at the top, select View, and then click To-Do bar, and make sure Tasks is enabled. Now let's switch over to Microsoft To Do. Within a few seconds, the task you just created will appear there automatically. Depending on how you set it up, you might see it in one of your several smart lists. If the due date is today, it will show up in My Day. If it's a flagged email, you'll find it under Flagged Email. And if it's a standard task, it will be in the task list. And if it sets a future due date, you'll also see it in the planned list. This way, no matter how you prefer to create tasks in Outlook, whether by flagging emails or entering tasks directly, they all sync seamlessly into To Do. And once they're there, you can take advantage of To Do's features like reminders, steps, and recurring tasks while still keeping everything in sync with Outlook. So that's how you keep your Outlook tasks and Microsoft To Do perfectly connected, giving you one clean overview of everything you need to get done. Syncing Outlook with To Do is just one of many simple ways to save time in Outlook. The good news is there are plenty more features like this that can make your daily work a lot easier. So watch this video next, where I'll share you some of my favorite Outlook tips and tricks to keep your workflow smooth and organized to save time and mental load.